Do you find yourself eating junk food and just going into a spiral of eating all these things that you know aren't good for you, and no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to actually stop that pattern? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how, in less than 10 minutes, that you can use a technique that will actually reprogram your mind and the part of you that wants to eat that junk food so that you can actually feel confident about yourself and what you're eating and relieve any of that stress and anxiety around this whole dynamic with junk food. So my client tried this exact technique, and after one session of doing this, she didn't binge eat the junk food that she had for months and months and months, and she was completely blown away. So this really works. I can't wait for you to try it. Let's get right into it. For the best tips and tricks on body confidence, subscribe to my channel and you will be notified every Thursday when I post a new video. If you are new to EFT, you can check out one of my intro videos, but you are welcome to just follow along with us together. So first things first, I want you to find the junk food that it is that you have a craving to eat, because it's always more powerful when we have it right in front of us. So go ahead and grab that. And if you don't, sometimes you can pull up a picture on your computer or on your phone, as it helps to really elicit that part of the brain that has this craving for junk food. So I'll give you a minute to do that. So by using this technique, we're actually going to work with these patterns that are deeply ingrained and help free you from this intense craving. So I want you to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, check in with yourself and just notice, how intense is my craving right now to eat junk food? Or whatever the food is that you are feeling you actually don't want to eat, but have the entire intense craving to eat. And just write that down on a scale of 1 to 10 so we can track it as we go along. So you're just going to tap with me and repeat after me on these points. And if through any of these points they don't feel comfortable, or there's a point that isn't accessible for you, you can just repeat the points that are accessible for you and feel comfortable. So repeating after me: even though I have this intense craving for this food, and I want you to say what food it is. I accept that that's how I'm feeling right now. Even though I have this intense craving that I just can't stop for this food. I accept that that's how I feel in this moment. Even though I have to eat this food right now, I accept that that's what I need in this moment. Tapping through the points now. This intense craving, I can't stop it. There's nothing I can do to stop this craving. I just have to eat this food. It feels so good when I eat it. Just instantly calms me down. Oh, I love eating this food so much. And now I want you to go ahead and just say what you love about this food. So tell me, what is it that you love about it? And just keep tapping through the points. Is it because it's crunchy? Is it because it's salty? Is it because it's sweet and feels nurturing? I want you to just, for a couple seconds here, just keep telling me and saying out loud, what are all the things that you love about this food? Keep it going. Say it out loud. It's going to be so much more effective this way. What else do you love about this food? Okay, now repeat after me. This craving that I can't control. I've tried everything to stop it, and nothing works. I have to eat this food. I have to eat it right now. I can't stop myself. I just need to eat this. Feels so good when I eat this food, even though I know it's not good for me. So taking a nice cleansing breath, shake it out, let some of that energy go. Woo. Now, Check in on a scale of 1 to 10. How strong is that craving for your food now? Couple things here. So when we have an intense craving, it activates a part of our mind, and that really triggers, it's an emotional response. So generally, there is probably a memory of you in the past where you ate this food with someone and it brought you a lot of joy. And so your mind associated that memory with feel-good feelings, which is now why you crave the food. And secondly, a lot of times it's because we're actually avoiding something. We're avoiding an emotion or feeling, and that's why we're eating this junk food. Okay, so now I want you to check in with yourself and maybe ask, what am I craving instead? So what is this food replacing for me? And for some of us, that's a difficult question to answer because it feels safer to eat the food than it does to address the emotion underneath. So just ask yourself, what am I craving instead? And notice what comes up. Is there a sadness? Is there an emotion present? And maybe just write that down or take notice of what you're feeling. And then we're just gonna start tapping on the side of the hand, okay? And just notice how strong that emotion feels for you. And as we tap, we'll come back and check in. So even though I have to eat this food because it feels safer and more comfortable than feeling the feelings that I need to, I accept myself anyways. Even though I've gotten in this habit of eating this food to wind down, instead of just checking in to see what my body really needs, I accept that that's how I feel. Even though I have to eat this food because it soothes me and it's more comfortable than feeling my feelings, I have some compassion for myself right now. Have to eat this food. I just have to eat it. I deserve this reward. It's the only thing that helps me feel calm. Been dealing with so much lately. It feels easier to eat this food than to notice what my body really needs. I have to eat this food. I don't know how to cope with what I need. I know that I just feel calm eating this food. But maybe I can actually pause to ask myself, what do I really need right now? What could I replace with this food? Do I need a walk? Do I need a hug? What else could my body use instead of this food? Because I know right after I eat it, I don't feel good. So what might help me feel better? And I realize that in this moment, I'm actually changing and interrupting this pattern. So that feels pretty awesome. Maybe I don't have to turn to this food to make me feel better. Maybe there are more empowered ways to take care of my body. And maybe I'm learning that right now. Open to finding new ways to take care of my body. Okay, so just shake it out. Notice how strong that craving is on a scale of 1 to 10 now to eat that food, and notice what you're aware of. So as I said, cravings are just sometimes an implicit reaction in the brain because we've developed this attachment to something for an emotional purpose. And really what we need is something else, but we get so used to feeling that we just need to eat food to cover up what we actually need that the brain just starts to make it an automatic pattern. So by interrupting it right now, you're actually you're rewiring your brain and retraining your brain for what is healthy for you and what you want to do instead to take care of yourself. So I would love to hear in the comments below, how did that go for you? How are you feeling now? How strong is that craving? Let's hear it. If you like this video and you found it valuable, please share it with someone you know that could use the support, because together we're always stronger. And if you haven't already checked out my free training for how to overcome your inner critic, then check that out below. There's amazing content on how you can actually reprogram that part of your mind that drives that inner critic and likes to pick you apart. So in using this training, you can step into your total full confidence. So I'd love for you to try that out. It's free. The link is below. Can't wait to see you soon next week, every Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you all. So grateful for you being here.